Hello children, welcome to the last part of this chapter, that is going to space. So we were discussing about astronauts. So what are astronauts? Astronauts are the people who go to the space, right? So we discussed about Rakesh Sharma in the previous video. Now we will discuss about another famous Indian origin astronaut. So her name is Kalpana Chawala, right? So she was a very famous astronaut. She was an Indian origin, so Indian American astronaut. So she was what? A space shuttle mission specialist. So that means these astronauts go to the space, do any repair works in satellites or anywhere, and they come back to Earth, right? So her first space mission began in the year what we can say November 1997. So that was the first mission of Kalpana Chawala. So she was a part of 6 astronauts crew that flew the space shuttle Columbia flight STS-87. So out of 6 people who went to the space, she was one among them. She was a crew member of that space shuttle, and so she was the second woman to fly in space and the first Indian woman to do so, right? So that was the great achievement of Kalpana Chawala. Only the second lady to go to the space and first Indian to what? Go to the space in a space shuttle. Right? She was on board the space shuttle Columbia, right? So what happened? So ultimately she died in a very tragic accident, right? No one survived. So these were the people, 6 people that went into space shuttle Columbia. So what happened on the way back? It went successfully and they completed their work, but while coming back to Earth, right? While coming back to Earth, the space shuttle met with an accident and no one survived in that accident. So what happened on February 1, 2003? What happened? This space shuttle broke into pieces while entering Earth, and no one among these 6 people survived. So it was a very tragic accident that happened. Right? So next, another very famous astronaut nowadays, we have a person called as Sunita Williams. Right? So she was the second woman of Indian origin to go into space. So Sunita Williams was the second Indian origin woman to go into space, right? So she also holds a record, right? Very famous record, that she is the only woman that has stayed for 195 days in space, right? So she holds that record. So how many days she was there in space, right? It's a very great thing. What total 195 days, right? So total of 195 days, which is a record for any woman staying in the space, that is outside the Earth atmosphere. Right? Right. So next is, she walked in space outside her space shuttle Atlantis. So the space shuttle means that plane like thing. If you remember, I'll show you space shuttle again. Let us show you what is a space shuttle. Right? If you go to the beginning of the chapter, this is a space shuttle. Remember, right? This is a space shuttle. Right. So what happened? She went to the space in the space shuttle called as Atlantis. She stayed there for 195 days. She went for some repair work of satellites and all. So what, she even did a spacewalk. Remember children, there is something called a spacewalk. right? just like we take walking or jogging in the morning, right? These astronauts come out of their space and they walk outside that plane or what the spaceship. So that is called a spacewalk, children. So it's not a simple walk, just not like walking on the roads or walking in the ground. It's very difficult because there we do not have gravity, right? So as you grow, as you become much or as you come to higher classes, you will come to know about how important is gravity. If gravity was not there, we would not be standing on this earth. We will be floating, just like we float in water, no? Just in the same way, we will be floating from one place to another place. Right? So spacewalk is a phenomenon where an astronaut comes out of the space shuttle to do the work that he has gone there. Right? So this is letters the name the Lord's Owings Proud Shuttles, right? So this is Discovery, children. And this is Columbia. So these are the two different space shuttles. Okay, so this completes the chapter. So this completes the syllabus also. Hope you understood this chapter, and I wish you best of luck for your exams. Thank you.